So as you can tell, I'm doing some stoneware still. So we're up in the studio. So we're making, for our launch on Sunday, which will coincide with me being on the pottery throwdown again. So don't forget, Sunday, 7 o'clock. Have a look at that. I think it's 7 o'clock or 7:45. So to coincide with that, we're also doing a little product launch. You can see I've got a few pots around me, which are the various colours. We've got 4 basic colours that we've come up with, which are really quite subtle, quite beautiful colours. So the pot I'm making now is just a vase. So I'm doing a central pull or collar. So that's from both sides. And then a knuckle up. You don't often see me knuckling on terracotta, but with stoneware you need that little bit of extra thinning. And stone is quite different to use, so you've got to keep this much more lubricated than the terracotta. You tend to use a little bit more slurry. So I'm also doing 2 knuckles, just to make sure I get that clay up from the bottom. And then coming in. So you've always got to remember to get the water out before you come in too tight to the top. So you can no longer get your hand in. So now I'll go back to, I'll start ribbing, which is something you're more used to seeing me do. So I'm literally, my fingers on the inside are pressing outwards towards the rib. The rib's moving, changing the shape. And using a rib like this, it's good because what it does, it gives you much greater surface area that you're working on. So you'll move clay a bit quicker, a bit easier. So this is the final rib up. So I want to come into a nice shoulder, then come into the neck. And that's pretty much done. As I say, don't forget Pottery Throwdown on Sunday. It's quite a fun watch, and as usual with me, they're making something quite big, so it pushes all the contestants completely out of their comfort zone. A bit like I was being there and being clean all day. So there we are. Have a nice weekend.